Every time it's very quite nerve-wracking for me to start a vlog in English, a language I truly don't know. Matt started acting like an independent guy, you know. Matt, you're so funny. Ooh, just look at him. What a cool kid, seriously. He's just out shopping today. He's shopping.
Oh my god, kids are something else. It's always so interesting and funny to watch from the outside. He's a year and 9 months old now. By the way, I'm really enjoying my new haircut. I actually really like it. I feel kind of light, you know? Oh! Alright, Matt, just be careful when you put it in. Be careful. Matt! That's enough, Matt. Stop grabbing more. That's it, Matt. We already have a lot. That's enough, okay?
Alright, we're heading out. We spent $53 and bought all sorts of nonsense, all kinds of junk. But I think this was Matt's shopping trip. You got yourself some new toys, right? I've got another unboxing here from Amazon. I can see what this one is, but as for this one, I have no idea. Let's check it out. So these are, you know, those containers for kids. Let me open them up and we'll see. They cost, I don't know, maybe $15. Honestly, I don't remember. Here you get 4 different containers, 4 identical containers of different sizes, like this. Each one is smaller than the last, and the smallest one. Probably for some kind of sauce. There you go. Well, or for some berries for sauce. What else? I don't even know. Write in the comments what you think you could put in the small container. Next, we have here... I don't even know what this is. I really don't. Looks like this is a suit for me. At least something for me in this life. It's so bright like this. There's something else here I'll show you in a second. I actually love bright things. I don't know what the quality is like here. I really don't. So basically it's a top and a skirt. I like the color, so I ordered it on the spot. So next we have this thing here. It's for mosquitoes. It's a mosquito repellent for kids. And this is also mosquito repellent, but this one's for me and my husband. Yeah, not just for mosquitoes, more like for insects in general. Mosquitoes included, as far as I understand. But I still don't get what the difference is between these 3, or are they all the same? I guess they're the same, just different sizes. For example, this one can stay at home. Yeah, for instance, this one you can put in your bag to take with you, and this one, say, you can keep in the car. Something like that, probably. And the last unboxing is a mattress cover. Just a regular solid colored mattress cover. Cotton, of course. It's cotton. So that's it. That's all. That's everything. Anyway, we got home. We went to Five Below. I think I already mentioned we went to Whole Foods, bought all sorts of food, just ate some, and now everyone's in a good mood, because when we're hungry, we all get cranky, I think. Especially me, and apparently Matt, my son. So it's Saturday today, and we actually wanted to go to, where did we want to go? To the Flamingo Park, Flamingo Gardens, but we didn't go because we needed to leave earlier. Then we wanted to go to the Children's Museum. That's a really cool idea, but we didn't go there either, because it closes at 6. And by then it was already about 3:30, so no, it just didn't make sense to go, basically. We'll probably go to the Children's Museum another time, maybe tomorrow. So stay tuned and come with us to the Children's Museum. Matt and I decided to go to the store. I want to buy ingredients for tom yum soup. Well, half of the ingredients, because we already have the main ones at home. I ordered a special tom yum paste on Amazon, and it smells absolutely amazing, just like real tom yum. Tom yum is one of Rustam's and my favorite soups. It's a Thai soup, and if you make it right, it's really delicious. Our plan is to buy everything now, go home, put Matt down for his nap, and then cook. This soup is actually really easy to make. By the way, it just rained a moment ago. I hope it doesn't start again and we don't get caught in a downpour. Alright, let's start making tom yum. I'll show you the ingredients here, and then step by step I'll show you exactly how I cook it. Here I already have the mushrooms sliced. These are champignon mushrooms. These are cherry tomatoes, and this is already sliced ginger. I cut it into large pieces on purpose, because we only need it for flavor. Later we'll take it out of the soup. Here is garlic and coconut milk. You can use 2 cans of this if you're making a big pot. This is chili sauce for those who like it. If you like it spicy, I'll add just a little bit. You can use lime either fresh or the kind that's already bought and prepared. Probably the most important thing here is the tom yum paste. which just smells amazing and gives that authentic tom yum flavor. Here they left all sorts of spices. Honestly, I don't even know what they are. Anyway, it smells incredible. Or rather, next is cilantro. I've already washed it, now I'll chop it. For seafood, I have scallops and these kinds of shrimp. And here I already have chicken legs cooking. I'll cook these legs and then take them out, so they won't be in the soup, it'll just be chicken broth. That's all. Now I'm gonna start sauteing, by the way. Another ingredient here should be olive oil, which we'll use to fry everything. Let's start by sauteing the garlic, ginger, mushrooms, and cherry tomatoes first. I'll show you everything else after that. I've sauteed the garlic and ginger a little, and now I'm adding the cherry tomatoes. I'm not going to cut them in half because they'll all burst and turn into mush. Next, I added the mushrooms, and now I'm gonna let them stew for a bit. After that, I take out this boiled chicken. We don't need it anymore. And now I'm going to add this whole mixture to the chicken broth. That's it. The soup is coming to a boil, and now we add the coconut milk. Now we bring this to a boil, then add this paste to taste. And right at the very end, I'll add the seafood in here. Another 3 minutes have passed. The soup has come to a boil again now with the coconut milk. Now I'm adding the shrimp. I'll cook them for about a minute, probably, because they take longer to cook than the scallops. And then I'll add the scallops. I'll turn off the soup and it's ready to serve. You can serve it with Kay and Zoe. And of course, I'll also add lime juice. I forgot to mention one of the most important things. I'm also cooking rice at the same time because actually tom yum is served with rice. But for some reason, many restaurants don't do this. I don't know why, but tom yum tastes so much better with rice. That's how it is. It's just 1 cup of rice here. So that's enough for about 4 servings for us. And my tom yum is already ready. This is what it looks like. Beautiful. By the way, it's really delicious. And also, this is the paste I use for the tom yum. It's very spicy, so you have to be careful. I didn't even add this chili. I didn't even need it. That's it. That's all. That's everything. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. I don't really like listening to other people's whining. But when I do listen to other people complain, it somehow makes me feel better. That I'm not the only one. That means everyone is human and we all have more or less the same problems. So I'm going to work on the flowers now. I've already done half, changed the water. Honestly, I'm just really exhausted. I'm so out of energy that I just want to lie down on the couch and stay there for a week. I'm not exaggerating. Why is it like this? A small child, it's just chaos. You want someone to be with him all the time, going places, playing his games. And you have to come up with everything for him, change locations, create interactive activities. Basically, he demands an entertainer in his life, in the form of me or my husband. I know that in America, maternity leave is up to 3 months, that people go back to work quickly there. In Russia, maternity leave lasts until the child is 3 years old. And only when the child turns 3, does the mother go back to work and resume the life she had before. In Russia, we used to raising children, like this, to give all your time and attention completely. There are hardly any nannies, hardly any help, no daycare centers. We just didn't have any of that. Well, it existed because for some people, different situations happen. But overall, for the most part, that's how we raise children. We devote ourselves. Basically, I understand the reasons for my struggles. I mean, if I weren't so super responsible, if I didn't worry so much about having to come up with games, engage, read, develop, do things like molding clay or drawing pictures. Honestly, sometimes I think, damn, it really would be easier to just be like that. Like, whatever, let him watch cartoons. We don't turn on cartoons. So as a result, he asks for your attention all day long. By the way, we do have a nanny, but we only need her strictly during the time when we're working. So it turns out I get tired at work, and when I come back from work, well, we don't work that much, but still we work right at home. I love to joke around. Well, I used to love joking. I would always turn any situation into a joke. Now I don't joke anymore. Now I'm all serious and gloomy. There's just a million things in my head and I can't joke anymore. I don't have the energy for it. I'm just not in the mood to joke around. And my husband and I, we joke around, mess with each other a bit. But it's very fleeting, of course. But overall, what really weighs on me is the sense of obligation, this responsibility. I still can't believe that I'm 32 years old and that I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm all of that. My life will never be the same again. Right now, for once, my husband is swimming in the pool with our son. Usually we're always together, we do everything together. As my husband says, we're a team, we're in the same boat. That's something he likes to say. Yeah, of course we're one team, but well, everyone, especially women, needs to get out of the house, needs to go shopping, needs to go to the hairdresser, get their nails done, all those places we go. You need to clear your head, just go for a walk, wander alone by the ocean, have your favorite coffee. I'm a very emotional person, and for me it shows up more often and more intensely than for others. Basically, my whole life is an emotional roller coaster. I'm always being tossed around. I always have strong mood swings. I can wake up in a bad mood, feel good an hour later, and then feel bad again. And by the way, my health is perfectly fine, so don't write to me about that in the comments. I'm completely healthy, I take care of my health. I try to stay as calm as possible. Sometimes it happens that something just occurs at some moment. Like, for example, my son does something, for instance. Let's say I'm tired, for example, and so we sit down to eat, I pour him a glass of tea, right? And he just spills it on the floor. There are days when, for example, I have energy and feel resourceful. At that time, in that situation, I'll say, come on, what are you doing? Seriously, how did you manage to spill it like that? Then I'll silently go and clean it up. But there are days when I'm completely out of energy, I'm exhausted. And then he spills that glass and it just overwhelms me. It really overwhelms me. I don't take it out on the child, but I just sit there like this. And all of this just shows that I'm simply out of energy at that moment. If this had happened a little earlier, I wouldn't have cried like that. So what I mean is, you see, it's because a person is tired, I try to answer this question for myself. Why is it that sometimes I cry, sometimes I might start crying, and other times I don't? And then I found the answer to that question. The most important thing here is when you're well rested, when you're not tired, when you haven't been going all day. Well, really, who am I explaining this to, right? Basically, when you're well rested, you react to all these spilled glass situations easily. And then you start to feel sorry for yourself. You think, oh God, when are you finally going to fall asleep? Like at night, for example, I'll finally have some time for myself. So you're exhausted, you just can't do it anymore, you can't handle this day. That's how I'd put it. I hope you understand what I'm getting at, right? What I mean is, on top of everything else, a woman always needs to recharge, to always look for energy somewhere. I started to remember my own desires. What am I like? What do I want? What would you want right now? The other day I wanted to go shopping. I went and did some shopping. It helped me a little, but not much, because the exhaustion is too great. The gap is too wide. But so many of my desires can't be fulfilled because I have a small child. That's it. It's a vicious circle. Dear ladies, I wasn't complaining just now. I was just expressing myself, and maybe some people keep quiet about this. But I now understand, I now realize that all women who have given birth are just heroes. I don't know, basically women have huge multitasking demands these days. Yeah. Okay, I'll wrap up this segment. I hope someone listened to me. By the way, what was I saying about kindergarten? I haven't told you about kindergarten. We decided not to go to kindergarten for now because we'll probably be moving houses. We're tired of this house, and it would be strange if we put Matt in kindergarten and went through all the stages of adaptation. Usually, adaptation takes about a month for a child, give or take. And then, for example, if we decide to move and the new house is far from the kindergarten, for instance, and then we'd have to change kindergartens. So it's not very rational. It's kind of silly. We actually had a burst of motivation. We went around visiting kindergartens, checked out about 7 of them nearby. We even liked a couple of them. Yeah, I was actually in love with one of the kindergartens. We decided not to send Matt to daycare for now, for the reason I mentioned just a minute ago. He's become, I think, even sweeter, even smarter. Anyway, for the past week or two, I've really been enjoying my time with him. We've just been spending time together like that. It's been fun. We also manage without cartoons. I only put on cartoons very, very, very rarely, like only when I'm completely exhausted. So that's the news for now. Honestly, I have so many videos on my phone that I just record for the blog, but they're all so random. I guess it's time to say goodbye. Hi everyone! Wishing kindness to everyone, to absolutely everyone. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, give it a like, and bye bye.